Hello, in today's demonstration, I'm going to create an abstract painted tapestry using a complementary blue and orange color palette. And I'm going to use a brayer, some charcoal pencil, and an angled palette knife to create this painting. I'm going to begin by activating the surface of my paper with some charcoal pencil marks. Random, sort of tapestry-like. Just want to get something on the page so then when I apply some transparent layers, I'll have these marks of interest showing through. I'm going to start with a transparent Indian Yellow Hue and my brayer and get some paint on the surface. And it will go on unevenly, but I actually want that. I'm going to get these random shapes that I will try and play off of and accentuate. I've got kind of a movement going across the page. Okay, now I'm going to, proceed to, I'm going to add some yellow on here and maybe bring out some of those shapes. Then I'll go to orange. It's a cadmium yellow. Pretty subtle, doesn't show up that much. I'm going to move on to my cadmium orange. So what I'm doing in a spontaneous manner here is I'm just going to pull out some of these shapes that I see going on and let the composition form that way. Okay, now I'm going to bring in some blue painter's tape, and I'm doing this not so much for the color, but I'm trying to build up some very low level texture that when I brayer over it or paint, use the palette knife over that, I'm going to see these shapes embedded in the surface. The paint is wet, that's okay. I can just push it down, and then when I scrape over with the palette knife, it'll get embedded in the surface. Okay, now I'm going to go on to a light phthalo blue on top of here, and I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to go to my angled palette knife. Lightly scraping. And my goal here is to accentuate, pull out some of these shapes. So I want to leave some of that background color showing, which should create a glow around these shapes. Now I'm using firm pressure in hopes that I'll see some of the original charcoal pencil layer. So everything kind of has a halo around it. Okay. Now I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to do a little bit more of that. I scraped pretty firmly. Now I'm going to go a little bit thicker with lighter pressure so that some of those marks are covered. The nice thing about the palette knife, though, is it leaves little textural scrape marks, so that when I dry brush over, I can pick up on those. I'm going to do some actual scraping in, some sgraffito. I'll hit this with a blow dryer, and then I'll come back and push another color into the surface of the paint. So this is where paint becomes sculptural. So I've got a movement going across. So right now I'm just accentuating this movement that I see flowing across. I can also come back and work more charcoal pencil in. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to blow dry this, and then I'll come back and do a darker layer of blue paint. Okay, I'm back having blow dried my painting, and I'm going to add a little bit more charcoal pencil here, and then I'm going to add this. I think it's a Provence blue. I'm not really sure. It's rubbed off the paint tube. I'm going to try and push into these grooves here. I'm going to push this darker blue paint and see if I can pick up on some of that sgraffito line work, which I can down here. So that's pretty cool. So I'm embedding paint within that surface texture that I scratched. I could do other colors. A red might be kind of fun to accent things here and there. The key is a firm pressure with that low 45-degree angle. Okay, so that's actually embedding, literally embedding paint. Okay, so this appears to kind of be my starting point, my focal point, area of highest contrast. Then I sweep across here. I've got this little window. This looks pretty good. I probably want to pop out, intensify some smaller areas of color, which I could do with a brush or my tiny flat palette knife. So I'm going to bring a little more intensity into this area to bring my eye over. Just little pops here and there. So that sort of changed it in a way that I don't really care for. Come back with my blue. I think I'm just going to end with this round brush and try and put a thicker glob swoosh on top there. Using a dry brush. Okay, and that's it for abstract painted tapestry.